let's specifically talk about how we start to manage a property. There's all sorts of generalizations out there, but what specifically do we do? The reason that I'm standing right here is this creek is low impact access. There aren't deer living down in the creek, so I can use this as a backbone to access and depart this property relatively safely as long as I play the wind right. The first group of chores is to take an inventory of your property. What does your property have to offer for pluses? What does it have for negatives? How are the deer specifically utilizing it? What are the food sources on the property? What are the habitat strong points? What are the habitat weak points? You get as many of those specific details as you can, as well as how can I access this property safely? Remember, when it comes to management, a huge key is hunting high odds, low impact stands. If those deer do not see you, if they do not smell you, if they do not hear you and you do not shoot them, you weren't there as far as they're concerned. Perception is reality in the whitetail world, just like it is in the human world. The backbone of your plan should be low impact access, low impact stands, low impact departure. By doing that, you are training the deer that your entire property is a sanctuary. So you start by figuring out what your property has to offer. You find the low impact access, departure, and hunting points, and then you ask yourself, what are those deer doing that allows me to access their activities using my low impact access and departure that I can take advantage of? How can I go ahead and take what they're already doing that works to my advantage and put it on steroids, get them to do it even more in areas I can access from a very low impact manner. That is the foundation upon which you start your building. Everything builds from that. If you want to start a habitat plan off on the right foot, the very first thing you do is you take an inventory of as many details as what that ground has to offer as humanly possible, and then expand it out a mile. Because what's going on a mile off your property is likely going to impact your ground as well. Find that low impact access point. The more you can find, the better off. Figure out what the deer are doing, how you can intercept what they're doing that works to your advantage from that low impact access, put it on steroids, and you know what? You've got a solid foundation to start from.